Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, and happy book for the summer day 2. I feel like I say this in quite literally every single video, but I am really excited for today's video. You guys know that for reading vlogs, I love having different things choose what books I'm gonna read in those reading vlogs. So today I decided to do my summer bucket list chooses my reads. So the books that I read in today's vlog have to relate somehow to the things on my bucket list, and then we're actually going to go out and do the thing that correlates to the book that's on my bucket list. So a little bit of a reading vlog and just a regular vlog in one video, and I'll go ahead and put up right now all the things that are on my summer bucket list. We have a beach day, mini golf, a carnival, concert, a picnic, a city day, go hiking, a pool day, the farmer's market, and the drive-in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start reading our first book. The first book that I'm going to be reading is Summer Ever After by Courtney Kiesel. At least that's how I think you pronounce it. If I'm butchering it, I'm so sorry. And this is a Falling for Summer novel, which is an interconnected standalone series, all written by different authors. And there are 7 books in this series, and they all got released in summer of 2024, and they came out weekly. So every single week for 7 weeks, there was a new release in this series, which is kind of cool. And all 7 books in this interconnected standalone series are also on Kindle Unlimited, which is how I'm going to be reading this one today. Probably the moment you saw the cover of this book on your screen, you knew exactly what activity we were going to be doing off of my summer bucket list. And you're probably thinking, Katie, golf is not on your list, but putt-putt is. I actually grew up in a huge golfing family, but it was never really my thing. I didn't really love it. Putt-putt, on the other hand, I really enjoy doing. It is actually what Luke and I did for our very first date, so it's always really fun and nostalgic whenever we go, so I'm really excited to go putt-putt, and I'm also interested as to what this book is about, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my first book. I am 10% through, and this is such an easy read so far. I'm also loving being able to read outside. I feel like I haven't gotten to quite yet. This book is set on a fictional island called Sunset Harbor. It's near Florida. The only way to get there is to take a ferry. There's no cars there. You can only ride in a golf cart to get around, or you walk. You have the classic small town feels with like nosy neighbors. Everybody knows everybody. There's a lot of community events, so it's just giving like small town summer romance vibes, which I'm really liking. This is a dual POV, more like rom-com-y romance, and our main character, Jane, she's a hopeless romantic, and she's kind of putting her foot down at this point. She's like, I'm going to find love this summer. But the main problem is that she's lived on Sunset Harbor her entire life. She plans to live there her entire life. So there's not a lot of people who have stayed in Sunset Harbor that she doesn't already know that she's interested in. So she's going around dating like all the eligible bachelors that she's known all of her life. And while she's dating them, she's using like romance tropes, which is a little bit cheesy, I will admit, but it's kind of like funny and cute. I could see how it could have like a little bit of a cringe factor, but I think I'm like in the mood for a rom-com like this. So I don't think it's really affecting me a lot right now as to where I'm at in the book. Our main character Walker is from Sunset Harbor, but he's also a golfing pro, so he's kind of been like everywhere throughout his career and hasn't been back in a really long time. However, he's currently recovering from a back injury, and the last tournament that he was in, he did not do well in. So he came back to Sunset Harbor to kind of like reset everything. He's talking to his old coach to see if he can help him out and help him fix his swing. Walker and Jane actually grew up together because Jane was best friends with Walker's younger sister Capri, and Walker's Capri's older brother, obviously, so he was always off limits. But Jane always had a huge crush on him, and we've already had a few interesting moments between them so far. I think the only thing that's bothering me a little bit so far is that there's just so many names of the people that live on the island, and I feel like the way that they were introduced was a little bit overwhelming, or the author would say the names of people, and I'm like, wait, like who even is that? And obviously this is no fantasy book, so I don't really feel like there's any need for me to feel that way, but I do. And other than that, I'm enjoying it so far. Is this book a little bit cheesy? Yes, but I'm kind of like eating it up. I'm kind of loving it. I will in fact eat up a best friend's brother trope every single time. Like, I don't know what it is about it. Maybe because there's normally like a little bit of extra added tension there, And since these two characters have known each other for so long, there's just so much great tension too. And again, it is cheesy. Jane is a very bubbly, bright, loves romance type of character, but I kind of like love it. It's kind of just like cute. Like this is definitely more rom-com, but they're also talking about deeper things, and it is definitely mainly focused around the romance, but I like how it's not all just surface level. And the writing is so bingeable. Like this is such a quick read, and I feel like I'm not the fastest reader ever, so for me to say that says something. I definitely really like Walker too. Whenever you get dual POV in books, sometimes it can be a little bit cringy hearing the way that a guy talks about a woman, just depending on how they do it and kind of what mood I'm in as well. But in his POV, he's just like saying such like sweet things about her, that she's just so beautiful and kind and thoughtful, and he loves like seeing her smile and all of that kind of stuff. It's just very like sweet stuff so far, and I just find that really endearing. I really enjoy that in a male main character. I feel like these two characters definitely make sense for me and feel endgame for me too, which I really feel like is important for me whenever I'm thinking about if I'm enjoying a romance book or not. This is just so like entertaining and enjoyable, and it's also just fun. I feel like this book doesn't take itself too seriously, while also like tipping on the edge of cheesiness, but not to the point of cringiness so far. He's definitely been talking about golf a lot, and there's definitely been a lot of like different golf analogies, and I think it's kind of fun that he's a pro golfer. I've never read a book where a character is a pro golfer, so it's definitely adding something a little bit different. It's similar to a lot of other sports romances though, where they definitely talk about the sport quite a bit and relate things back to the sport, but it's not like the full story. The romance is definitely the full story, and the pacing is really good too. We've had some really great tension-filled scenes. I feel like this is exactly what I needed, and honestly, depending on how I feel whenever I finish this book up and my thoughts as I keep reading it, this book might be the perfect palate cleanser, and it's probably going to make me want to read the rest of the series sometime this summer, because it's just such a fun, fast-paced summary read, although the other books are written by different authors, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about their writing. Some might be hits, some might be misses, or maybe I like them all. I don't really know. I'm 57% of the way through as of right now. I feel like whenever I really enjoy the beginning of the book, especially if it's a romance book, sometimes the way that it ends or the second half just like doesn't do it for me, so I'm really hoping it doesn't happen with this one, because it's just so cute and fun so far, and I'm really enjoying it. I finished Summer Ever After, and I liked it a lot. This is a perfect book to bring with you to the beach or the pool or just on a summer vacation, because it is so fast paced. You could easily fly through this book in one day if you wanted to. Now, just to give you a heads up, this book has no spice. It's fade to black, but the tension in this book was there. And I feel like the best friend's brother trope really kind of adds like an extra sliver on top of the tension that's already existing between the characters. And you guys know I am a tension girly, and there was even more tension because it was such a slow burn. So every time they interacted, I was getting giddy. Their banter was just so good, and they just had such a fun and playful relationship. Now, there are definitely some cheesier and like cornier bits that I feel like didn't really cringe me out, because I was in the perfect mood for this book. So if you're not in a rom-com mood, do not read this. Save this for a rom-com time, because I feel like rom-coms in general, if you are not in the mood for it, do not touch that book, because then you're kind of ruining the fun reading experience for yourself that you could have had if you were in the perfect mood for it. I think the only thing that I didn't love was the miscommunication between Jane and her best friend Capri, who is Walker's sister. Their interactions just felt like a little bit childish to me, and I didn't really love Capri for a few different reasons as well. I feel like she wasn't really being supportive fully of Jane, and Jane making her own decisions. It was kind of out of protection, but also at the same time, if your friend felt that way and it didn't bother you, like, why is it a big deal? It just kind of seemed unnecessary, and she just seemed like a little annoying to me. Jane did get a little cheesy at sometimes too, but you know what, girl? We are all a little cheesy sometimes. So I really did feel her on that. And I feel like the author did a really good job at balancing all the things you need in a rom-com that other authors don't do most of the time. You gotta balance out the cringe level while also balancing out like getting to know your characters separately while also having them banter and being together. And so many other things, obviously, that goes into writing a book that I probably don't even know about because I've never done it myself. But I feel like this book was good if you're looking for something to read this summer. summer, I would definitely recommend it. It is officially time, however, to knock something off the good old summer bucket list, and I am ready to go putt-putting. I got my hair up. It is currently in sports mode, out of my face, ready to go. So let's go play some putt-putt. Okay, guys, we are here. Who do you think is going to win this? I personally think me. Oh, that was awkward.
I'm pretty sure the past 3 times we've come, you've cheated every time.
So that is untrue. First time, of course, that was our first date. But the other two, actually, the first time, I'm allowed to win. Like, that is, like, being a woman
you're not
privilege.
allowed to win. You're allowed to win. You're not allowed to cheat.
I don't know about that.
So, call your score out before we even see the scorecard. I don't remember what par is, so it's going to be really tough. I think it's like 60 or something.
I think I'm going to get a 52.
You're not shooting under par. You're just
Shoot for the stars, baby.
I'm going to go with 67.
Love
blind.
that for you.
Once we see par, we can adjust the values.
We'll see. What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing Hey Dudes.
Period.
From Katie, and then this shirt, which I think is from Target, and it's kind of falling apart a little bit, and then these nice sweat shorts that I also don't know where. Maybe they're from Target too?
I think they're from Target.
We don't like Target.
From a while ago. No, we don't like Target anymore. Boo.
Sorry.
I'm wearing New Balances, Old Navy. This is from Shop Olive Lynn a long time ago. It's like cut up and stuff. All my classic jewelry. And Miss Bagu. Ready to go?
Sure. Let's do it.
That's our clap. Let's go. Here we go. First shot. Didn't even do a warm-up.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This course is right-hand advantaged, so just so you know,
Okay.
as a lefty,
Okay, lefty.
you know, I'm...
Okay, practice shot. Love to see it. I didn't have to do a practice shot personally, but, you know, to each their own.
Oh.
Wow.
Classic hit.
The real question is, do we think I can get it from here?
No.
I think there's probably like a 15% chance. I was going to say 50, but it's probably not that high.
0%. Oh, missed by
Okay,
just a
blunder.
hair. Can you tap it in?
I'm just going for it, yeah.
3. A
Let's
3
go.
piece.
He's lining it up. Okay. let's
This
see if
is
we
a
can do
tough
it.
shot. I'm up against the iron.
It's called a challenge.
No. Oh, and now I'm
Yikes.
screwed.
You got this. Oh. Let's go.
Okay, 4. Wow.
Wow, that wasn't
Expert.
crazy.
An expert 3 putt from Katie.
Not gonna lie, this is a fun one, but sometimes it's a toughie, because sometimes it won't immediately match up. So we'll see how this goes. Not the veering left.
Oh.
That's new. I'm just gonna finish mine, is that okay?
Do it. Go for it.
That would've been crazy.
You're insane. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Heaven.
Let's go.
Little 2-piece there. Fingers crossed, guys.
Let's see.
Oh.
Hello? Okay, well that was anticlimactic.
Oh. Still can salvage it for the 3.
Period.
Oh, wow.
Not
What
gonna
a-
lie, I
what a
forgot
hit.
you were supposed to put it into the water. Oh?
In?
Oh?
No. Slight breeze to the east side. Beautiful putt.
Actually, I'm gonna pull it down over here. It's called technique. Look it up.
The 1 putter away rule.
Classic technique.
No. Oh, thank God. The last hole.
Our last hole. Let's see if we can go for a hole-in-one, both of us. We haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, it's not going in. Definitely.
No. That is crazy.
3.
The same exact shot as me. Same exact shot as me.
Crazy. Okay, guys, we are back. The results are indeed in. I don't remember what my guess was. Did you remember your guess?
I think
Your
I guessed
prediction?
67.
Okay, love that for you. This is my guess up here. Par was indeed 40. We did not remember that. We did not take that into account whenever doing our guesses.
No, and we never update our predictions like I think we said we were going to.
Nope.
But
That's all right.
it is what it is.
All right, our final scores are in, and I got a 57. Luke got a 53. So Luke won. So proud of you.
Major W for me over here. So
How do you feel?
I'm on cloud 9. I got to kiss an imaginary trophy in my head. The crowd roared with snaps. It was, yeah, it was. I mean, it was truly a monumental moment.
I love this for you. This
Thank
is like
you.
a post-game interview,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
with
so-
the winner
Yeah,
of the Masters jacket.
right. This shirt.
Yep.
So
I'm taking the humble L on this one, but maybe we'll do a little rematch at the end of the summer or something like that. We'll see.
another easy win, I think, is what they call that.
Okay. Yeah, we will see. We will be doing a rematch, I guess. All right, on to the next book. Melly, come here. She's
let
going
her
to jump. Ready? Let's watch. She's going to come on. Hi.
Can you tell everyone bye? Thank you.
Bye. The next book for this reading vlog, as you guys already seen, because I have already started it, is Will They or Won't They? This book is following our two main characters, Lila and Shane. It is dual POV, which is nice. You guys know that I prefer a dual POV book in general versus just a singular POV, just because you get more out of the story. It just feels more real because you're getting so many different sides, and you get a lot more context to things as the reader. Both main characters, Lila and Shane, have been on the same TV show for years. It's kind of like a Vampire Diaries, Supernaturals-esque TV show. It's kind of giving like drama with supernatural things in it. And on that show, they are in love and everybody wants them to get together, but in real life, they actually cannot stand each other. It wasn't always like that between them, but it happened just because of a few interesting things with the plot that happened between them. This is also mainly in a present day timeline, but it does flash back a little bit to the past. Lila and Shane have really good chemistry though, and they kind of like pick on each other and have really good banter. In a way, it's kind of like enemies to lovers, but it's also kind of like second chance, but it's not like enemies to lovers in like a cringy way, you know? I feel like it's played off really well. One thing that kind of like rubbed me in like a kind of like a wrong in a weird way, and I feel like it was just an unnecessary choice for Lila's character, was she was at a breakfast with all of her friends. They were all eating like real food, and then she had a green juice and she was kind of talking about how she's like having a not eating day, and I just don't really like that. I don't think that's like a good thing to promote in books. She is an actress, obviously, and I feel like if somebody is reading this book, they want to be an actress. They're like, oh, that's normal, that's okay. Or just in general, if you're reading this book, you might be like, oh, a not eating day, that's okay. That is not okay. I really didn't like that. Kind of came out of left field and like kind of gave me the ick, honestly. I do like Lila's character overall though. I feel like she's definitely human. She has a lot of things that she's done and said that aren't perfect, that she does have reasons for. And there is miscommunication in this book on both sides, but I do understand it. With Lila, I find myself like relating to her quite a bit. Actually, she's a very anxious person and she kind of has like a self-sabotagey attitude just because things in the past haven't worked out for her whenever she has fully shown her full self herself to people, and she has more of a complicated relationship with love and relationships in general. And because she's an anxious person, she's been burned by people in the past who have kind of judged her for that, or basically said they don't want to be with her because she is anxious and she overthinks things. And because of that, sometimes it like comes out in a way that's just like not the best. But I feel like that's human. I feel like that happens to all of us. Nobody is perfect. Nobody goes throughout their entire life without having a single fight or a single mental breakdown where they're not able to fully express themselves and how they're feeling about something. So I do like that. I like that she has faults, not only faults though, but they're real faults. Shane himself, I feel like doesn't have a ton of depth, at least none that I've experienced thus far. I feel like as of right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm not like absolutely in love with it, but it's fun so far. So I feel like that's all I can really ask for. I'm currently in Colorado for a family wedding, but I've been reading Will They or Won't They while I've been here, and I've gotten to page 288 and I'm 74% of the way through. Also, our activity that aligns with this book, since it is about actors in a TV show and a movie, we are going to be going to the drive-in, and we're going to be doing that whenever we get home, so I'm really excited about that. I love going to the drive-in every summer. I feel like I don't have a ton to say about this book, in all honesty. There have been times where I've been enjoying it quite a bit, and then there are other times where I'm just like not really interested. It's a lot more of a character-based romance than a plot-based romance, and I find that I just love a more fun plot in a romance personally. So I feel like because of that, my interest has been wavering quite a bit throughout this book. I also feel like this book proves a big point of the fact that like when you're acting with somebody in a romantic way, like how do you not fall in love with them? I will simply never understand that. I also feel like there have been a few times where we've been getting like a more spicy scene just for the sake of having a spicy scene. And for me, spice only really bothers me whenever it has nothing to do with the plot and it's not moving the plot along. I just feel like my taste has changed a lot as I've kept on reading, and that is something that just isn't my personal reading taste anymore, and that's totally okay if it is yours. But it was also in a flashback scene, so it almost just felt extra unnecessary. And I also feel like we've gotten a bit more from our male main character Shane, but not enough to where I feel like he doesn't feel like every other male main character. In my eyes, if you have a guy's POV, I feel like you just need more from him, and you're going to get to know more of him, but almost everything that they're doing, him and Layla are like experiencing the same things, doing the same things. So we really could have just gotten those moments from Layla's POV, and the little things that we have gotten from Shane, I feel like haven't really been enough for me to be like crazy interested in his POV. Not that he's boring or I don't like him, like he still has good moments, but he's just not very unique. He's not standing out to me as a male main character. Like I'm probably gonna forget about him after I read this book. I feel like at this point that's all I really have to say. I'm hoping to finish this in the car tomorrow because we have like a 15-hour car ride to go back home. So I'm gonna try to finish it then, and hopefully I will end up liking it a little bit more as I finish it. Luke and I are currently on the way to the drive-in, but I figured this would be the perfect time for me to give you guys my final thoughts on Will They or Won't They. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't really love this book. The way that the ending was organized and structured just wasn't really cohesive, and it also happened in a way where I feel like we didn't really get to see our characters grow, since there was a lot of miscommunication in this book. Along with that, we didn't even really get to see them reconnect fully. It was just really rushed and kind of weird. I just didn't really love it. I feel like these characters didn't really get the ending that they deserved because they had so much potential, and that's even coming from me who didn't really love this book or the story that much. I think at the end of the day, the miscommunication and the way they miscommunicated was just too much for me and kind of got repetitive and a little boring. And overall, I just found myself getting bored through this book. I kind of wish I would have DNF'd it. There were a lot of times where I thought I was really enjoying it, that I could connect with our characters a lot more, and then I just didn't, and I don't know, I just didn't really care. I know I've already said this in this video, but I like a romance book with a lot more plot and a lot more structure to it, and then getting to know the characters as we go along through that. I feel like it adds a lot more interesting tension, and I think I'm just kind of over the enemies to lovers trope in a romance book too. It just doesn't really do it for me anymore. I think I really thought I was going to enjoy it because of the forced proximity of this book, with them both being the love interests in the show that they're in, but I don't know. It was done in a way that I just didn't really enjoy, unfortunately. I think that's everything that I have to say about it right now, but I'm really, really excited to go to the drive-in tonight. It's currently intermission at the drive-in, and we ended up seeing How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version. We just recently watched all 3 of them, like within the past month. I didn't really watch them whenever I was younger either, but I really enjoyed them whenever we watched the animated ones. And this one's good so far, I feel like. I mean, it's the exact same storyline, so.
Yeah, if you've watched the animated one, it's literally just that, but with real people.
Yeah.
So.
Toothless is so cute, though. I love him. I think he's adorable. He reminds me so much of Melly.
It's also, Katie told me that the guy who plays Hiccup's dad is the same actor as the guy who did the voice acting for Hiccup's dad in the animated
version.
So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Gerard Butler, which is super, super cool. I didn't get a video of our setup or anything like that. It's nothing crazy. We just laid a bunch of blankets down, and then we have like a few piles of pillows behind us, so our backs don't hurt, but
they do still.
So. This is true. My butt definitely hurts too because we've been sitting for like an hour-ish. So also we went to go get snacks, and I got Dippin' Dots, and he got a Red Bull, which Red Bull isn't a snack, but
it's a snack.
okay. But the line was out the door. We didn't get in our car to watch the movie because you have to go in to get like a radio, or else you have to do it from your car, and my car's like old, so I'm not risking that. And you have to stand in the line for both snacks and the radio, and the line was out the door, and we didn't even get it until like the movie started, like 10 minutes in or something like that.
Yeah, maybe a little less. But thankfully, we've already seen the movie, so.
That's true. We do know the story. Oh my god, that's terrifying. What is that?
They're showing clowns on the screen, everyone.
I
Katie
shouldn't
hates
have looked.
clowns.
Yeah, I shouldn't have looked.
It will be okay.
Thank you. During intermission, they show a ton of like older ads at our drive-in, which is pretty cute. Okay, well.
Slay.
Slay. I think that's it from us. I think we're gonna finish the movie and we'll give you a review afterwards. Okay, we figured since we didn't last night, we would give our thoughts on How to Train Your Dragon and a little bit of a rating. I enjoyed it. It is like almost shot for shot. Like there's tons of similarities between the animated version and the live action version. And I love the animated version. I feel like I didn't love the live action as much as the animated one for some reason. I feel like the animated one just has like a little bit of charm that the live action one didn't capture. I would still rate it like a 4-star, you know. I thought it was good. I enjoyed myself. I really like the girl who played Astrid. She was good. The guy who played Hiccup was good. I just feel like he didn't like look that much like Hiccup.
He looked like Drake Bell.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I don't know. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool that the same actor played the dad. I think I said that last night.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
I was like, that's cool. It's the same movie.
Yeah.
So I liked it. If I can only go on the 5-star scale, I'd probably go to 4 too.
Yeah. That is going to be the end of today's vlog though. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you watch until this far in the video, go ahead and comment down below the...
Is there a dragon emoji?
There is a dragon emoji.
Dragon.
Yeah. The dragon emoji, so we know who watched till the end. If you want to keep up with me on the daily, go ahead and follow my Instagram, TikTok, and my Goodreads. I post on all of those very frequently, and they're always linked down below. Thank you so much for being a part of today's video.
Follow me on Instagram.
Luke never posts on Instagram, but I guess.
Let's go.
You're so funny.
Link down below, of course.
Right. All right. I think that is about it from us. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey, bestie. Oh, wow. Luke.
Wow. Oh, God. Okay, not okay.
Okay, it's so bright.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, you don't have to yell. You have a mic on.
Oh, that's true. Stop it.
We should try and make Katie laugh so she gets some smiling footage for the B-roll.
She keeps her face and you guys are right there.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Okay. Really, Melly?
In what world?
She's in the
This
thick
has to
of
be
it.
out of play. Can I move it right here? Or like there at least?
No, it's in play. It's on the green.
Sweet.
Bye.